sweet time getting started today, though I'm a few minutes late because I was over watching Dorothy and I wasn't paying attention to the time. So, well, I had decided that today we would make a large snowflake using um, the the beads I got from Randy, the pink ones and the crystals. So I'm sort of getting those things all together and making sure I have everything I need, which I don't because I see that I don't have any clear little tiny crystals here and I need those. So, or either some those or some little pink ones, but we'll see what we do here. I've got some large faceted coins that we're going to use for our focal for our arms. And then I have my stuff from Randy, which is the other things we're going to use. Hi, Tina. Hi, Sid. So we have little coins in there. These guys, aren't they pretty? Actually, I should get my crystal box out and put those away when I open when I get them going, because I will have them open, so I might as well put them away, right? And we have our pretty pink mermaid rondelles. So I'm not sure if I got the volume up good here. Let's try. Let's check it to make sure. Oh, it is fine. So that's good. I do need to get a few more little odds and end beads, but I think we in general, with the few I've already gotten and the ones that from Randy, we're gonna have a pretty pink and crystal. Hey, Chris, pink and crystal snowflake. So I am going to go and I'm going to. I have some gold spacers here from the other day. We'll use those as our spacers in here. And I'm going to go get me some tiny crystal or pink ones for the center. Hi, Donna, and I'll be right back. So I've gotten both some little pink crystals and some little crystal bicones. So we'll use one or the other of those for the center. So let's turn down and we'll see what we've got going here. And start putting this snowflake together. So there we go. There's my mat. Down up a little bit. Here's a big snowflake. This one looks a little wonky. I had them up on a shelf. So we're going to put, I'm probably going to make all the arms the same on this one. So we have this guy here, and we have the little coins as well as the mermaid beads, and we have either these little crystals or these pink. These pink would work, but I think I think we're going to go mainly crystals, so we'll probably use those. And I have both some corrugated spacers and some daisy spacers. And I think what we're going to do is do a triple spacer between some of these things. So we get a few of these out. Come on, you guys, out of there. So, gonna oh, come on, go on there. Why are you being so difficult? Wow, is the hole too small for our peas here? Might be. That's strange. Usually the bicones will go on just fine, but these ones do not appear to want to go onto the frame. So maybe we're using the pink just because these won't go on. We'll see here in another minute. I'm going to check another couple of them, see if they'll go, if a different one will go on. No, they're saying no, they don't want to go on the frame. All right. You guys obviously have little holes. So let's try the pink. You would think these would have smaller holes because they're even tiny. They're a smaller bicone, but we'll see. Nope, they go straight on. Strange. I should have left those out though, because we might want to use them for a different spot. But no, they won't go on. We can't use them for a different spot. So we're going to go with oh boy, we had lots of people come on while I was playing with that bead. Let's see. Hi, Beth. Yes, my tracking says the same thing, Beth. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Miranda. Hi, Tina. Hi, Anita. Hi, Dorothy. You made it over. How was I took off before you were finished, so I hope everything kept going good. I know you were having some struggles with your cord. But, so put the I want to do triple spacers on these, but I'm not sure about this bottom one because sometimes when you put bigger things here, they clunk into each other. So I'm going to do 2 of these right side by side here. Can't do that. Leave them on there. They'll fall right off once I start flipping when I do any turns. So pink one goes right there. Then we have the, oops, no Lucy, come back here. We'll see if, oh, it looks like they're going to be fine. So that's good. Okay. So you guys come back off there so you don't cause a problem for us. And then we're going to have that, and I'm going to cut open our little strand here of small coins. Carefully, I don't want them all over the floor. That would be bad. These are pretty. Now, Mary asked me the other day if with these coin beads, do I ever put a dab of glue on them? And the answer was no. But you certainly could if it was something you worried about. I'm never been a big worrier about them, so I haven't never done that. But Then I've got these big ones. Come on, baby. Now, did I leave me enough space up here to turn this? Let's hope so. So I'll get my, oops, no doing that, Rose. Turn this over. Should have enough space here. In fact, maybe I'll put one gold spacer here at the end just to make sure. Oh, come on, you. I know I'm holding you tight enough. I should be anyway. I swear these memory wire, these are steel, and boy, they really do not want to turn sometimes. But you have to. So I know Dawn's been making snowflakes. How about anybody else? And Heather, anybody else make some snowflakes? I like making snowflakes. I think they're really pretty. They're one of my favorite Christmas things to make. But if this doesn't turn, it's going to peeve me something fierce. Let's try my other ones, see if they will turn better. This one just doesn't want to turn here at the end. I don't understand why not. Come on, go over that last little bit. Well, I might have to do this. You come back up here. You're being naughty. And take you and just pull you. Okay. That should be good enough. So then we'll just make all the, I'm just going to make this one with all the arms the same. So we'll just, I keep saying I need to cut my fingernails because the beads and spacers are going underneath them. And guess what? I still haven't cut them. I need to. All right, tools, you're getting in the way. I don't want you out here anyway. So. This one may be one I decide to keep for my own tree. Most of the ones I keep on my own tree are the medium-sized ones, but I might keep this one because it's very pretty. And Randy gave me these beads. And pink is my favorite color, so get over here. Come on, you. Honey, I've had memory wire pliers and I broke 3 pair of them, so I don't use them anymore. I just don't trust them anymore. I actually think I still have my last pair over here, and they're bent. So one of those pair of memory wire pliers broke the first time I used it. So you're trying to make some like the clustered ones that I made the other day? They're fun. This one's almost maybe too short. We'll see. Let's see if I can find my pair of memory wire pliers that they're right here. But see how this one's starting to bend? But we'll see if this one will work. With your memory wire pliers, try to keep close to your to the base down here if you can, because otherwise they'll instantly start bending on you. But see, that didn't work any better. If anything, it's a little bit worse because it's making too big of a loop. And I don't want it that big. Boy, this one's being stubborn today. Well, I'll work on it more later. I just don't feel like playing with it really a lot right now. Oh, that one has the piece of cord in it, so we don't want that one. Have to get it out. Now on the card that these come with, it says just bend these ends over and go behind your beads, but I don't I don't like it like that. I don't think that looks good, and I'm always afraid that if I have something tiny on the end, it's going to slide right off. So I like to make a loop. Well, for another reason too is because I always put uh, generally put a little dangle on one arm, and then I put the hook, of course, up on the top. So I could have given myself a little more space by using less spacers, but I like the spacers. This one again has very little room up here. If anything, it seems to have less than the ones we just did. So we want it close to the tip here. And come on, go over and around. It always amazes me that some of these frames will turn relatively easily, and others just want to fight you no matter what you're doing. Stop. Okay. Ta-da. Uh-oh, I think I broke that little tiny crystal down in there when I was trying to get that done. It looks like it's not all there. Yep, it just fell off. Well, I guess that one's going to be missing its crystal. But like I said, I think I'm going to keep this one, so I thought I'd heard a snap, but when I looked down there originally, it looked like it was fine, but it's not. So, well, I'm not going to try and undo that loop just to change that arm. I'd probably break the loop itself. I mean, break the loop off. Because I have done that before, especially on the little ones when you're trying to turn them like that. If I've um, I broke the little place where I'm looping it right off. So My grandson is watching something weird, it sounds like. Something is going on here. Oh, this spacer has a weird little divot on the top of it. Yeah, this is the one. Here, just a sec. I'll show it to you better. This is the one I made with the beads I got from Heather. And I had made it as a regular bracelet with a lobster claw on the live, but I tend to like to wear stretch bracelets if I'm going to wear bracelets myself. I have other types, but I frequently don't wear them. Oh, that's the one with the damaged piece. And so I have some large whole Botswana agate. So I restrung it on some stretch cord and used this large whole Botswana agate to make my knot. But yeah, those are all of the beads are from Heather except these two, which were in my own stash, and this one here. Oh, though the gray one, Botswana, is a not the one, not a giver one, not the one she gave me is in the promotion. Those were ones I had that I got for a trade with for some other stuff with her. So though they did all come in the same package, but I decided I had to keep it myself because I really liked it. But like I say, I restrung it so that it was on stretch cord because that's what I prefer. Now, it would be nice if one of you would turn like a decent baby instead of giving me such flack. They're all determined to do this, so I'll just have to do them the way I did the other one. Turn this just a little bit more and just squish your point over. Come on, stop snapping off. Now, these are not going to be exactly round because I'm squishing the point in so that they'll close up, though they're not closing perfectly, but they are closing that way. And it keeps things in place, though this one, like I said, has a broken bead down here. And so it's not got its little pink one in the middle. But that's what happens sometimes when you're working in tight spots like that down towards the bottom, unfortunately. If I were planning on selling this one, I would probably have started it over again. But since I'm planning on keeping it, I'm not gonna worry about it as much. It's still got the pretty pink center, it just is missing that one. What, Lily? Is he interrupting you a lot, Beth? This is going to be so pretty. What memory wire pliers, if any of you don't 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 bend? I haven't found any. Most of mine are regular Beetle-On ones because a lot of the memory wire stuff comes from Beetle-On, though not these. These are Beadsmith. But I have never found one that didn't bend and then eventually break on me. So I couldn't tell you, Sid. Like I said, I had one pair that I got the first time I used it. The smaller of the two pieces bent and broke right off. And as you can see, this set I do have, it's already bending and it's only been used a few times. So I get a little bit antsy with those, using those anymore. I just don't trust them. They bend and break on me too easily. Come on, you need to go over there. Come on, so close yet so far. What did you guys do here? Oh, I see. Okay. See if you guys are gonna want to work any better. These are my least favorite round nose, but because they got a bigger, but I don't know if they're any stronger. So we'll see. No, they're not. I'll try every round nose till we get this guy tucked in here. Come on, you. You're the next to the last one. Come on, go down there. We go. Now for our last one. My center's going to be just a touch off because of that missing crystal that I broke, but that's all right. This one's another one of those ones with the weird little spot on the spacer. I'm going to see if I can file those down later so I can have one. Use them so they don't go bad. No, I don't need you yet. Wow, that one's like that too. Oh, it's pretty. I really like it. Oh, the spacer fell off the end. one is determined to give me problems. Whoa. Nothing like falling off. Come on. Squish that one before anything more falls off, or before I break anything more. Now see, it looks a little different because that last pink bead is missing from out of the center from where I broke it. But as I say, I'm keeping this one for myself, so I'm not going to worry about the broken bead because it's just tiny and you can barely notice it unless you know it's there. And I'm certainly not going to worry about it. So now, since I made extra big, had to squish my loops down more than normal, I have to decide where we can hang our white snowflake from. And I think it's probably going to go here and here for our hooks. Though this one's pretty nice, but you know, they might work. Any of them will work. They're just a little smaller than I normally have our loops. So let's get you guys put away some so you're not in my way so much. Weirdly enough, I have found that the medium-sized ones, snowflakes, are the easiest to do the turns on and such, which I just think is bizarre, but there it is nonetheless. So this one just needs to have its hook put on and its little decoration put on. If I'm going to put the hook up here, this one is not turned quite right, so I'm going to try and get it to turn a little bit so it will work better for what I want. Oh, that's the one with the broken crystal on it. Interesting. Well, I may have made it worse instead of better. So pretty. Oh, that's weird. I did send my first one back, and weirdly enough, they did send me a new one. Mine are Beetlon, and see, they're Beetlon. And the one that I used first, that broke the first time I used them, I did send them back, and this is the replacement pair that they sent me, and as you can see, it's bending. So I will use them for memory wire if I have enough room. These ones I didn't leave enough room, and that's why I broke this crystal down in here. But that's one of the problems, was I didn't leave enough room at the ends to work with them a lot. That's the busted one right there. Boop. Broke it in half. So I'll get a little get a little oval jump ring, and I could have made these into earrings since she sent me 2, and maybe I should, because they're. Do I want to use this big of one in here? I'm not sure I do. We might turn these into earrings instead. And I have some. Now, what did I do with it? I have a pretty one that I put on this snowflake, a second one of the one I put on snowflake. Here it is. And we'll put this little guy on here instead. He's silver, but that's all right. Actually, I have some gold ones. Maybe we want a gold one. Let's see. I don't think my gold ones are as small. I think we'll go with that one. I'm spoiling myself because this, like I said, I'm keeping this one for my own tree. So we'll put that one on there. And we can either put a silver or a gold loop on the top to finish it up if we want to do it that way. Now I know they're underneath here. Get a little Tinky Tot out. Yeah, that's the thing. They're hard to, most bracelets are a little hard to get on your own. So I like a stretch bracelet. And besides that, I tend to stack them frequently when I'm wearing them. I love it too. If I hadn't broke that one, I might have put it up for sale, but I don't know, because I really like it, and pink is my favorite color. So and these are sea glass or mermaid beads, whichever you want to call them. So I like a lot of other frosted or matte beads. Oh, come on, get hold of that. There we go. So there's my snowflake on the bottom of my snowflake. Wrong door. Come to think of it, I think I left my gold 18 gauge in this massive pile of crap I have over here. Come on, where's it at? There it is. Oh, that's 20. Strange. Where's my 18? I don't want 20. 20 is too thin. can't find my 18, we are going to make it silver. If it doesn't really matter, it's just the hook that's hanging it in the tree. So I'm not going to have a cow if I can't find a heavier gold. I'll just use a heavier silver. There it is, it's down the side. So we just need a few inches of this. Get our bell making pliers. Use the smaller end for our decorative end. The larger end for the holder. And now it just looks like this. Then we take our wire mandrel and wrap it around one of these guys, like so. There's our hook. We just have to open the bigger side up. Bing. Slide our snowflake on. And there's our pink snowflake all finished. Very pretty. I really like it. It's going to look really pretty on my tree. So there we go. Now I don't know why I decided to make a big one. Probably because I wanted to use the big crystals in the middle. But I think it turned out really pretty. So this one will go on my own tree. So I'm going to really like that. But we could, let's see if I can find one of the medium ones here, blanks up here. This is one of them, but this package isn't opened. So let's see. I know I have some in open package. This package isn't open either. This is my size I make the most. This is the medium one. So this is the large that we just did. And as you know, they come in 3 sizes. This is the small one. These ones are actually the hardest ones to work with. If you ask me, I've broken the ends of those ones off a couple of times. Wasn't happy with that. Okay, this is a large and 2 smalls. This is a package of large. Maybe I don't have any more loose medium ones. Looks like no. So we'll open one of these medium packages up. Now this is the 4.5 inch size. These are Beadsmith snowflake ornament wires, as they call them. And I got these from Randy. She got them from Taylor's Falls. And they were $5.99 for 7 of them. So about 75-80 cents a piece. Oh, come off of here. Jeez. You just want to stay on your paper, don't you? So let's see if this one will behave any better. We can make a pink one to see if I don't break any middle crystals for sale. I probably will not put as much of the spacers on this one. And if I do put a triple spacer, what I think I'll probably do is, well, let's see what I decide to do. I have these gold seed beads right here beside me. And maybe we'll see how it looks with a seed bead and then the daisy spacer and a seed bead. I don't think it will make it any thinner. If they even seed beads will even go on this wire. Not sure they will. Nope, they say no. The wire's too thick. Oh, no, some of them do. This one just did. That's cool. And maybe it'll just go seed bead and daisy to the bigger one. That works. Like so. And then we'll just sort of know what I think I'm going to do is spacer. We'll do this to this guy. This guy will be our big guy. Then we'll do this again to, let's see, do I want to do it that small? I just knocked my little snowman from the other day on the ground. That's all right. I can always switch these up too. The arms, since I'm just got the go on. Well, I've got one on, so I know that some of them will go on, but not sure I want to play with every bead to see if I can get one to go on. There we go. Now see, this one could take one more of something here. So, but only one. I wouldn't want it to be huge. I have to think about what we're going to do here. Maybe instead of this way, we do it that might be too many again, but we'll see. I think we're pushing it, but we're probably right there where we have to stop at, right there with that. Okay, there's one leg. Now let's see if we can find a seed bead for this one. You go on. There we go. Go down there. Oh, need to get some more spacers out. I'm thinking I'm going to try and opposite these, like this. Well, I'll show you on every other one. Don't roll off. Then instead of starting with the crystal here, I'm going to start with this one, and we'll do since we know that we can get 2 pinks and 2 crystals, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the pink, then we're going to do come on, you guys. At the rate I'm going, I'm going to use, when I do finish this snowflake up, I'm going to have used all my pretty pieces up, but we'll see. Then we'll go with another one of these guys. Oh, come on, where's your end? I'm going to have to cut this string. It's driving me nuts. Then we'll do this pattern. And put the pink one here, like so. And we'll do that every other one. So our arms are similar, but not quite the same. So we'll do like that. Bye, Anita. Have a nice day. I'm going to do the bend right here to start with. Maybe it'll work a little better. Just going to knock some of these off the strand. Now this one is the crystal here. Then the now see, I have had a little more room. I didn't chop my space off, so to speak, with this one. So I've had more room to turn, and that makes it quite a bit easier. But now see, this one doesn't seem to have as much room, but we'll see if we can work with it just the same. No, 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 no. Don't slip that spacer off the end again. Okay. 3 down, 3 to go. Come back here. I may have to drop some more seed beads out. These have inconsistent holes. Some of them go right on and others just say no. Come on. When do you go on? Nope. Okay, I'll get some more. Yeah, my husband should be at work all day today because they signed a continuing resolution. What that means is they really haven't officially got things settled, but it's enough to get the government up and running again for a few months, and that's all it is a few months. It's signed to go through January. So he's back at work full time though, and he should get a paycheck again, which hopefully we can get all caught back up again then. All the way down there, seed bead. Are you gonna fit or not? I guess you did. But, okay, now we're at the the one where it's this one at the bottom. And then this one's going to be really pretty too, in my opinion, though it's quite a bit different than the other one when it comes right down to it, but it's still really, really pretty. So now we're going to go. Come here, you. How about you? Will you fit? Not really. It's funny how the first bunches went on pretty easily, the seed bead, but this second batch doesn't have so many that want to go on. Two. Let's see if I can see a relatively good size hole. There we go. Down you go. Now this is the crystal one. Oh, did I run out of the bigger? Nope, they're just mixed in together. Oh. Hey, Brandy. Hi, Dawn. Okay, I'm going to need 3 more of these crystals. 1, 2, and 3 for the second row. This one is the one with the string in it. I need to get the string out of it, but we'll worry about it later. One last arm. So we need to just find one more seed bead that'll behave here. Okay, there's our last seed bead on. Looks like we're going to need a few more spacers here. We'll come back here, you. Well, I'll be darned. This one I got just about all the way around, I think. Yeah, I did. So it's pinched up a little bit and got the spacer some. There, that's better. Ta-da! Now we just got to put the finishing touches on this one. And we didn't break any little crystals out of the middle. But actually, I don't think I bent it anymore, surprisingly enough. Anyway, it doesn't look like it, so that's good. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this bloody string because it's driving me nuts. Though I don't know why I'm worried about it, because I'll probably put the crystals in the crystal box because I think I have some spots remaining, so that'll be good. I'm going to make some earrings out of these. So we need to make a hook for this one and decide which snowflake we want to use for it. So this one we use the same beads, but we switched the order of them. So the pattern is more or less the same. So you have two of these in the middle and two on either side. They're just opposites. So I think it turned out very pretty. I like it a lot. So let's get some wire and we'll make its hook. So just a few inches, like I say, to forget it for a hook. Maybe about 3. I've never really measured it. I just eyeball it usually. So when I take these to shows, I have for my Christmas show, since it's an indoor show, I have a sort of rack that these hang on, and on either side of my booth, and then between the two there is a like a curtain to keep me from, separated from my neighbor, so to speak. And so I hang all my icicles and my snowflakes on the racks that hold my curtain up. So there's that. Now we need to choose a little snowflake for the bottom. I think we'll probably go with that original one that I was going to use for my other one that I decided not to use. This guy here is smaller. Whoops. I had these beads out because I was trying to decide which ones I wanted to use on my for our beaded tassel yesterday, and then we decided to go with the purple from out of our Beadbox Bargains. So but finish this snowflake up, and since I didn't crack any beads on this one, even though this is the size I usually put on my tree rather than the huge one, the really big one, we'll keep the really big one, but we'll sell this one, and I'll sell this one. Uh-oh, dropped it off. Where did my, there you are. Oh, for cripe's sake, stop falling off. It's the last thing you have to have. There we go. Voila. There we go. All done. Did she turn out pretty? So isn't that pretty? I like that a lot. This is our second one, our small, this is the medium size bead frame. And our first one is with our large bead frame, which also turned out really pretty, though, like I say, I did break that little crystal in the middle, and so this one will stay with me for my own tree or hanging in the window if that's what I decide to do with it. But so there are our two. Could you use the tassel for a necklace? Oh, definitely. Definitely you could. In fact, the very first beaded tassel I made is on a necklace. I'd show it to you, but it's in my bedroom and I don't feel like going and getting it. I don't think you guys need to wait on me while I were to go get it. So maybe I'll remember and bring it out tomorrow so you can see it. So there is our two snowflakes using the crystal beads and the mermaid rondelles that Randy sent me. And I think they turned out really pretty. I really like them. I wish I hadn't cracked that last crystal in there, but since I did. So that's the way it's going to go. And I hope you enjoyed making them with me. But yes, if you just make for to put in as a pendant for a necklace, it looks really pretty. In fact, if you really want me to go get the one that I have myself, I could go get it and show it to you, or I can just try and remember and bring it out tomorrow when we go live tomorrow. But those are our beaded tassels right there. And like everything else for that I make, it's going to depend on how much it cost me to make it, how much it's going to cost when I sell it. So, and of course, when I do my spreadsheet for my costs and everything, I will figure out how much I spent on that was spent on this one and take that out of my inventory. So, today is good, huh? You want me to get it? All right, I'll go get it. Okie dokie. This was my very first beaded tassel. And so it's got a filigree bead cap and some other stuff. And as you can see, I use 3 different colors of seed beads, a clear, a white, a gold, and then we had little red crystals on the bottom. So that is the tassel for my necklace. And then the necklace goes up like this. Actually, you probably can't see it well mixed in with the snowflakes there. So pull the snowflakes out of the way. Whoops. No, you can't have the snowflake. It's mine. So I made a little piece here for the pieces to hang on so that it goes to either direction like so. And as you can see, these are all beaded sections here that I've beaded together and then hooked together as we went up the line. And this is chain on the back is the Jesse James chain reaction. So and this is the very first one I made, and I learned this from I think it was Sarah Lovecraft when she worked for Jesse James Beads, and this was in she made this in the Christmas. Stop twisting up. When we had Christmas summer camp, I went to that one year, and that's what we made, was the beaded tassel. So the pink, there's actually no green. These are crystal with the coating on them. So they just look different when they get the in the light differently. So there's actually no green beads. They're all crystal beads. And then these are the mermaid rondelles. And yes, I got these from Randy. She gave these to me as well as these little white snowflakes here. I was going to put these on my at the bottom of my big snowflake, one of them, but then I decided that they were lightweight enough that I thought they would make great earrings for Christmas earrings. So I'm going to make these into some style of Christmas earrings. So, but yeah, I got the rondelles and the crystals from Randy. And these keep wanting to fall off of here, so I'm going to just take them off and get this one out. But yeah, they're not green. They're just a crystal that has the vitriol coating on them, so that they have the various colors come shine through. And they do look different colored depending on, of course, how they sit or what they're near. Because see, right now this one's looking really pink. So, but those were $12 stranded crystals that she gave me. But yeah, I noticed that when I moved these, they did look sort of green at one point, but they aren't green. They're crystal. But yeah, the backside looks sort of green and pink mix, but if you flip them over to the proper side, or to the other side, which I don't suppose either side is technically proper, then they have more of a pink in them. So I think this one, I think they turned out really pretty. So anyway, yeah, that's my very first beaded tassel. I have some of these cones somewhere. The only problem I don't like about these cones is, see, they have a seam right here. They're not welded or anything, so if I wanted to, I could yank it apart. In fact, my older sister has done so and made them into fingertips for one of her Halloween costumes. But there's my necklace that I made with my very first beaded tassel on it. So anyway, we're going to flip us up here. And it's over an hour and a half. So anyway, here's what it looks like if it's hanging down. So one of my Christmas necklaces. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas necklace because there is no green in it. It's just red, white, and gold, but it makes a beautiful Christmas necklace. And then, of course, our snowflakes we made today. There's our little one. Ta-da. And our large one. Now this one is, the legs are all the same. So I made every leg the same. And of course, on our smaller one, the medium-sized one, we have switched it out every other leg. So there we go. That's our goings on for today. I hope you had fun. And I hope you enjoyed making these. I want to see if you make some. If you make some, put them in the in Rose's Garden group page. I'd love to see them. And we're going to sign off. Heather's going to be on in about 20 minutes. Thank you, Miranda. Thanks, Carolyn. I'm glad you love them, Dawn and Beth. So we'll see you all. I'll see the members in a few hours. It really is just a few hours. And then we will see what we decide to make with the members. That's at 1:30. If you're not a member and would like to be one, it's $4.99 a month. You have a live for just members on Thursday afternoons, and when I do a recorded video for Saturday, you usually get it sooner. In fact, this one is going to be Barbie jewelry that I made with Thanks a Latte from Softlex. And you just started. What size are the crystals? You don't have to have any particular size. You can have whatever size you want. I do use little tiny guys, 4 millimeters in the center there, or 3s if you need, so that they don't bang into each other right down there at the bottom and compete for space. So that's what those are. These are those. I don't know. They're probably 8 millimeter rondelles, and the crystals are probably 10 millimeter coins. Where's my caliper? I just had it here the other day. No, grab it. Grab it. Yeah, 10 millimeter coin. And the rondelles are 4 millimeter by, or 8 millimeter by, let's see, by 5. So, and I got those all from Randy, the rondelles and the crystal coins. So you use rice beads in the middle, you can, as long, like I said, I just tend to use little bicones, the small bicones, because they don't tend to compete with space with each other. They're pretty good about leaving space for each other. So that's the reason I tend to use those. So anyway, ladies, we're going to go. We've been on an hour and 40 minutes, so we're going to take off. We're going to I've got some errands I've got to run, and hopefully I can get those done before Heather comes on. And if not, I guess I'm taking my phone with me so I can listen on the road. So we'll see you all later. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and I will be on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for my last live of the week, other than my members live at 1:30 Mountain Standard Time this afternoon. So bye. Love you too, Beth.